Hello, and welcome to the Captain John Palliser School Open House for our Montessori program. Today you are going to see a variety of slides, and in each slide there is an opportunity to listen to our staff from CJP respond to and provide information on a variety of aspects of our Montessori program and the happenings here at Captain John Palliser. The first 13 slides of our presentation are directly related to our Montessori program. Following that is our several slides about our Captain John Palliser School. Captain John Palliser School offers two programs at the school, both Montessori and community. There are 8 distinct alternative programs in the CBE for elementary schools. At CJP, we offer Montessori as our alternative program. The CBE offers an alternative program, Montessori, as a way to meet the needs of our learners and address the informed choices parents are making regarding their children and their learning. Informed choice is essential. What do you know about this particular program? How does this program align with what you know about your child? Would our program meet your child's needs as a learner? Today, we'll share more information about the Montessori philosophy to assist you in making a well-informed decision about your child's learning.
The Montessori program follows the Alberta Programs of Study. All of our teachers at CJP are certified to the same degree as every other public school in Alberta. The integrity of your child's education remains consistent throughout all CBE schools. The lens through which we offer programming is the Montessori philosophy. All Montessori teachers at CJP hold the additional certification to deliver the Montessori program. We do anticipate a lottery process will happen at CJP this year, as it has in years previous. The Montessori program follows the Alberta Programs of Study. All of our teachers at CJP are certified to the same degree as every other public school in Alberta. The integrity of your child's education remains consistent throughout all CBE schools. The lens through which we offer programming is the Montessori philosophy. All Montessori teachers at CJP hold the additional certification to deliver the Montessori program. We do anticipate a lottery process will happen at CJP this year as it has in years previous.
To be a part of our Montessori lottery, you and your child must live in our catchment area, which for Montessori is north of 16th Avenue and west of Deerfoot Trail. You can put your address into the Find a Function School on the CBE website to confirm that we are your designated Montessori school. The lottery prioritizes students in our walk zone who already have siblings attending CJP. Then students who are in the walk zone without siblings or those with siblings already attending CJP are priority 2. Third priority are all other students within our designated attendance zone.
Registration will be open on January 17, 2022. Parents can submit an expression of interest form online, found on the CBE website, by noon, February 15, 2022, to be a part of the lottery. Any registrations received after noon on February 15, 2022 will be added to the bottom of the waitlist after the lottery has been completed. The lottery will be drawn on Wednesday, February 16, 2022, and lottery acceptance letters will be emailed to the provided email address within 10 days of the lottery.
Maria Montessori was an Italian physician, educator, and innovator acclaimed for her educational method that builds on the way children learn naturally. The first Montessori school opened in Rome over 100 years ago in 1907. Using scientific observation and experience gained from her earlier work with young children, Maria Montessori designed learning materials and a classroom environment that fostered the children's natural desire to learn and provided freedom for them to choose their own materials. Students thrived in concentration, attention, peace education, and self-discipline. At CJP, teachers teach the Alberta Program of Studies through the Montessori philosophy. Students are placed in multi-age grade groups with access to Montessori materials and purposeful tasks designed to engage students in hands-on learning. There is a focus on fostering independence, practical life, and igniting curiosity. There are many similarities
between CJP and other CBE schools, including the report card, provincial curriculum, and all teachers holding a valid Alberta teaching certificate. All of our students school-wide participate in an amazing music program. They engage in fantastic PE opportunities such as curling, snowshoeing, lacrosse, dance, etc. They have opportunities to participate in STEM projects, experience learning with a variety of robotics, and in Div 2, our students participate in French language classes. The following are foundational philosophic components to the Montessori program: multi-aged grouping, peer tutoring, cohorts remain together whenever possible to promote long-lasting relationships, and peace education are all incorporated daily. Independence is fostered, and student interests engaged to promote curiosity and passion. While these last points are foundational philosophic components in the Montessori program, many of these characteristics are also found in other classrooms at CJP and across public education because they contribute to exceptional learning environments and strong foundational components of education.
It is evident when you walk into a Montessori learning space that you are not in a typical classroom. Spaces are carefully designed to create a calm and structured environment. Students receive targeted lessons with our Montessori math and language materials to address their personal learning goals. These materials are thoughtfully organized on shelves, helping students independently access them to practice at their own pace, promoting a delicate balance between choice and responsibility. Students are given learning opportunities connected to our social and science curriculums to help them promote leadership through active service in the community and studies related to the environment. Each day, a large period of time is allocated to the Montessori learning period. During work period, students learn to manage their time effectively and to prioritize which tasks to do. Beyond practicing their lessons, this time allows students to explore interdisciplinary learning in science, social studies, and technology. The self-directed structure, which focuses on student choice, helps develop the student's independence and intrinsic motivation.
Yes, students' interests are followed. This does not, however, mean that students can do whatever they want, whenever they want, within the classroom environment. Our teachers are the facilitators of learning within the classroom environments. They are masters at this. They work with students to personalize curriculum-related tasks to each class of students. As students move through the program from kindergarten to grade 6, leadership is promoted, intrinsic motivation is fostered, and self-directed learning is expected. All those components look different at each grade level and are built upon each year.
Think about your child. Does Montessori sound like a good fit for how they learn? Do they build on their previous knowledge in various tasks at home? Do you emphasize personal next steps rather than comparing to peers? Does your child work towards goals and have intrinsic motivation? Do you value and practice independence at home? Do you think your child can be successful in a Montessori environment?
A unique and important part of the Montessori program is the introduction of the 5 grade lessons. These are taught in grades 1 to 3 and are repeated each year. During these lessons, students learn about the universe and their place within it. The first grade lesson, The Coming of the Universe and Earth, is taught at the very beginning of the year. This is probably the most dynamic and memorable lesson of all of them. Students learn how a bang happened and how the earth was formed. From this, we learn about volcanoes and the early beginnings of life on Earth. In the second grade lesson, The Coming of Life, we learn how the earth changed and life was able to be on our Earth. Students learn about the time periods and the eons. They learn the sequence that life occurred here on Earth. In the third grade lesson, we learn what makes humans unique and the possibilities that humans offer. In the story of writing, we hear the history of writing, from first oral storytelling to different forms of written, and we compare how writing has changed over the decades and centuries. The final great lesson is the story of numbers, and students learn how numbers were created as a necessity and how different cultures help to aid in this progression. The lessons are taught as 5 unique lessons, but are often revisited throughout the elementary program. And these lessons are used to spark curiosity, imagination, and link to further learning.
Transportation is organized downtown. We welcome students off the buses each morning and ensure that they get on the bus at the end of the day. All other components of transportation are organized through downtown. If you think you might want to utilize transportation, please sign up in May. If you decide not to use the school bus in the fall, you have until the end of September to cancel your registration without financial payment. All alternative programs are serviced through congregated stops. This means that your child's stop may not be within walking distance of your home. The bus routes are created each year over the summer. This is why you need to sign up in May. If downtown doesn't know that you might want to take the bus, then they don't take your address into consideration. They take all the addresses that have expressed interest in riding the bus to CJP, and they create bus routes based on the students that require transportation. We therefore can't tell you what the routes will look like. Downtown can't tell you either just yet. Specific information is not available until the end of August and will be shared with those parents who registered for transportation directly by downtown personnel.
Literacy instruction is an integral part of teaching and learning at CJP. At CJP, students participate in a joyful, literacy-rich environment every day they are at school. They receive responsive and explicit instruction based on their individual learning needs. Within a Montessori classroom, students have access to a variety of different materials that help them progress sequentially and build on their prior knowledge. For example, they have access to the green language boxes or the grammar materials. We really strive to help students have a hands-on approach to literacy learning. In addition, we also use a variety of different high-impact instructional strategies. Interactive read-alouds, shared reading as a class, guided reading in small groups, and writer's workshop are all important components of our daily literacy instruction. In addition, reading intervention is provided for struggling students to help catch them up to same age level peers.
A significant part of the Montessori program is the use of Montessori math materials. The math materials provide many hands-on opportunities for students to explore math concepts. They are typically presented in small groups at various entry points tailored to the specific student. The materials are sequential and allow students to move from a concrete to an abstract understanding of number, measurement, shape, time, and other math skills. The materials are revisited in different ways throughout the entire elementary program. In addition to the Montessori materials, math instruction also includes number talks to build students' reasoning and mental math skills, explicit teaching in mathematics vocabulary, and math problem solving so students have practice applying math skills in real-world situations.
At Captain John Palliser, students have access to a wide range of technology that is both relevant to their lives and helps to enrich and foster their own learning. From using robots, such as Dash and Dot and Ozobots, to Lego WeDo and Microbits, students can feel empowered in their learning when given the opportunity to create and explore when technology is infused into their projects. iPads, Chromebooks, and MacBooks are not only wonderful resources that give students limitless info at their fingertips, but provides them the opportunity to learn and use tools that will continue to benefit them throughout their lifelong learning journeys.
Captain John Palliser is an extraordinary place for your children to be exposed to a multitude of learning opportunities. Some of those learning opportunities are things such as robotics, STEM, residencies. We also have fun activities for the whole family, such as our family picnic and our Stampede breakfast.
Our Montessori students experience success at whatever junior high school they attend. Collaboration, concentration, decision-making, and supportive environments are all lifelong foundational skills. Students who are a good fit for Montessori thrive. We at CJP are advocates of the Montessori program. We believe that it is a great program for many students. We know that other schools also provide great programming for students. We cannot tell you whether or not Montessori is the right program for your child. We can tell you that we welcome all students and work with them to identify their next right steps to move them forward in their learning. Please think about your child, what you know about Montessori, and make a decision that is best for your child. Know that having your support means that your child will be successful in whatever program you decide will be best for their learning needs.
Here at CJP, our teachers do an amazing job at preparing the students in the social emotional development domains. We work hard and strive for self-regulation because we know that when a child is self-regulated, it is a precursor for learning. When their brains are available emotionally, they're able to obtain and retain information much faster and in a more seamless manner. We build resilience for learning through a growth mindset, through language, through the exploration of using growth mindset language. We encourage our students to continue to persevere when they are challenged with something that they feel they are not quite ready for. And we implement that language on a daily basis. We also use zones of regulation here to help our students identify their emotions and what is happening within their bodies at the time of those emotions so that they can better identify how they're feeling, and we can problem solve and work through the situation with the children. In most of our classrooms, there are areas designed as peace corners or peace areas where students have an opportunity to reflect and consider what's going on in their little worlds, perhaps maybe working through conflict or doing a bit of problem solving. And sometimes they just need a break from their sensory overload that may be occurring, and it's a place where they can contemplate and re-regulate with various tools and a nice quiet area. Our goal overall is to develop their confidence and their self-awareness as themselves as learners so that they can be successful in everything they do here at CJP.
CBE Montessori programs are provided additional support from MAPS, the Montessori Alternative Public School Society. It is a group of volunteer parents who have been working since 1999 to support CBE schools. They continue to support us today and are always looking for volunteers. Please find more information on their website. Pre-kindergarten is a private program that is housed at CJP for out-of-school and kindergarten enhancement care. If you are interested in more information about either of these programs, please contact the pre-kindergarten program directly.
Thank you very much for listening to our presentation and watching our slides for our open house for Captain John Palliser. If you have questions, please fill out the link below. Our questions will go live on Wednesday, January 13th. If you have other questions, I'm sure the answers could be found on our CJP website or the CBE registration website. Thank you very much.